On this video, we will be exploring the Western Rail Trail in Hamilton, New Zealand. And here we're going to come into Morris Ward Park. And this is the West Rail Trail. This is the beginning of the West Rail Trail. This is Hamilton's Western Rail Trail. It is 2.7 kilometers in length. We will be starting here at Hamilton City Centre and ending our walk at Kahiti Drive. It's quite nice, and they got these train little signals that are kind of cute. But it's a pretty park. All the kids that go to school from grades 1 to 12 or 13 all wear uniforms. And here in the high schools, a lot of the schools are segregated, so you'll get girls' high school and then you'll get a boys' high school. In fact, most of them are segregated that way. It goes back to the old English system.
In New Zealand, they're usually known as year 1 to 13 rather than grades. And the high schools are called colleges. You went to school here, you think you'd know that, you wanker.
So we're going through this little park. And then we'll cross the road. And then maybe I'll get the bike that gets... Just wait for the road to cross. And we have the crossing. Yeah. Well, one thing on the shopping carts, none of them have the coin things like they do in Canada. It's actually quite nice. This is a nice view this way. And then once here, it's pretty well straight. Okay, so I'll get up to where really pretty right here. Oh, something my interesting got rail tiles in here. On my observations, I've noticed that the rail tiles are always placed in front of junctions. So if you're coming to another path that joins it, they'll have a rail tile in front of it, or if it's coming up to a road, there'll be a rail tile there. So it gives you a warning when you're on your bike that you're coming up to a junction. Yeah, because the tracks are definitely a lot closer here than on the Canadian cars. Because I noticed that these, when you look at there, the tracks are way in, and on the standard gauge in North America, the wheels are much further out, closer to the edge. So here we're coming back up to Lake Road. That's the road I took to get here to Frankton. Here's where we lived. We're on the rail trail. Actually, there's something I want to show you when to the side was kind of cute. And I like these sort of like these ribs that they got where you... It's like going through a snake, or I guess an eel. I said eel because New Zealand does not have snakes. I'm going to press the crossing here. Wait, the crossing. Actually, I'm going to show you the crossing sign on the other side. It was really cute. There we go. Good for him. He got this crossing. On this side. Yes. I like that they got a kiwi on there. Or a duck on that one. Yeah, no, it's a kiwi. I like the way they put a kiwi on there. That's cute, and that's actually in Boston to it. That's quite cute. So now we're coming down the other side. Actually, you can just see the train station there. See that big tower over there? That's where the train station is. Okay. Back to the center. 2 kilometers to the end of the road. So what does the sign say? Rail station is half a kilometer Innes Common is 1.5 Lincoln Street. Okay. So I'd say the whole Western Rail Trail is only 3 kilometers. It's not very long. Ride it in about 15-20 minutes on a bike. And this takes me on to the train station. So and this is the Frankton Junction. This is Park and Ride to train and to bus. Oh, interesting information. Frankton Junction is the largest train junction in New Zealand, and this path takes us to the train station. And this is the rail trail past thing. So we're going past the station, and this goes up to Killarney Road, which is the main road that goes into Dinsdale.
On the right, Dave is walking past a palm tree. It's a nikau palm, which is native to New Zealand. It kind of looks like a date palm.
A lot of people on e-scooters here.
And on the left, Dave is walking past a whole bunch of baby palm trees just starting to grow.
Yeah. Across the road here. Okay guys, this is the next day because my blood sugar was running low, so I had to cut it from here. One thing is interesting here, on this is the crossing here, and they got these bars, so when you push the bike for the bike, you can rest your hand and balance yourself. It's really good. In fact, actually, the guy just pushed the button, so there. So I'm gonna walk down this trail, and it's another 1.5 K. So it's 1.5 clicks to the end. Be a great biking trail. Unfortunately, I didn't bring my bike this time. I'm gonna bring it next time. But sort of like came down and get some business done and all that square away. It never gets too cold, so it's not too bad. So I do not know this trail. I just thought, I think, and we're coming to a lake. I think this is classified as domain, and that's sort of like a park. Because I know when I used to live here many years ago, we used to go up to Auckland Domain. But we must be getting close because we're coming into a parking lot here. So it's very popular on the weekend. This be a fun ride. A lot of the lines, as you see here, a lot of it's electrified. I think they're going to try to electrify the whole system, so there won't be any diesel trains. But it's not fully electric, so some of it's diesel. I think going from here, from Auckland to from Hamilton to Auckland is all electrified. So that's really nice. So you go on the electrified system right there, and then you get off and you then transfer to Auckland City train to go, if you want to go down to Britmarsh station, which is the main station right down in Auckland Central. They're not allowed to use diesels in Auckland Central, so they have to go out just a little bit outside of Auckland. I know the train going to Wellington uses diesel engines for the simple reason that it's not 90% electrified, but they still haven't finished electrifying all of it. Actually, electric trains are more powerful than the diesels. They can go faster. Yeah. So I think we're right next to, oh yeah, there's a stadium just over there. So probably a lot of people playing. You know, it's the weekend, so this is Saturday today. Friday in Vancouver. So I'm looking about bringing the bikes down and all that. Unfortunately, my Scorpion needs a lot of work, so I'm not even sure I'm going to be bringing it down.
I can't wait for Dave to bring my bike here. I'd love to bike along this trail. And we're coming up now on the balloons painted on the side of the little building there. And one of the great things is that Hamilton is a center for balloons. You wake up in the morning and see them flying overhead, even though we're 3 or 4 kilometers away. And it's a really peaceful, beautiful thing to wake up to. And I really would like to bike out and watch them flying from the ground up.
Oh, West Trail goes this way. So, Western Rail Trail. James Common 300 meters. Lake Rotorua 900 meters. Melville 3.5 kilometers. I don't even know where Melville is. Okay. Not sure if I'll go all the way to Melville, but definitely going to the main street. I think Melville is the trail ends before you get there. If I was on my bike, I'd definitely go to Melville. But walking, just not as, you know, I mean, this would be such a fun ride on the bike. Even though I gotta remember to keep to the left with the right to my center. It's amazing how you have to mentally think that over all the time. So we're right beside the trail, and then we got some of the trees here. And these plants, they just grow wild here. Things grow very fast here because it never freezes here. So we never get a frost. New Zealand is about the third the size of BC, and the population just slightly less than BC. Oh, BC is British Columbia. That's the province I came from. So we're literally on the other side of the world. Maybe Perth would be exactly on the other side of the world from Victoria. So here we're coming up to the junction. This is where I edited my first day of recording, and I went off to my left down to explore the lake and the Innes Common. The lake was actually Lake Hamilton, but it's been changed. Its name has been renamed to Lake Rotorua. According to the sign, when we go straight, it's to the hospital and to Melville, which is at the end of the trail. Actually, they're both past the end of the trail, and the trail ends at Kahitatia Drive. So I'm going to paint the camera more towards the left, towards the lake, because that's got the natural bush, and to my right is all train tracks. Not as interesting. Just to give you an idea, there it is. It says Melville is 3.5 kilometers. I don't think this trail goes all that way. I think it may join onto a sidewalk today, but we'll see. Because I know the hospital is that away. So we'll just see if there's a little side trail that goes off to it, or a walkway, or what. Well, I know we're coming up to Major Road. So it's half a kilometer to Kahini Drive.
That's actually Kahikatia. Dave's a foreigner.
Okay. It's a beautiful day. As you can see, I've taken off the vest and everything. vest, and it's really nice and warm, and just in a long sleeve shirt. Actually, we could almost go in a pair of shorts, to be quite honest. Oh. Coming up to something interesting. There's a little bridge across the river here. Actually, it was a stream. Yeah. Okay, it's pretty barren here, nothing fantastic. This is traveled by bus. I think this is coming near the end of the road. So I'm going to stop the videos here and turn on the GPS. So I'm recording, and we've got a GPS signal, so this way we know which way is how this rail trail runs. I'll just keep bare minimum on here. So we'll put the GPS overlay on the last bit, because I'm pretty sure this is the end of the trail. So actually from that junction was only another 800 meters and it came to the trail, but we'll see. Just that the bus comes along and I've seen the end here. Not very interesting here. It's sort of like industrial. Yeah, West Hamilton is mainly industrial and all that. All that toi toi, or pampas grass, we call it back in Canada, but here it's called toi toi. I don't know why Texas used to go crazy. Yeah, I think this is coming I'm pretty sure this is close to the end, but I don't know. It looks like it's got those markers that I saw at the beginning of the trail. As you can see, we're heading due south, and we're at elevation 71 meters. So this is the main trail to Wellington. Yeah, this is definitely the end. So I say from the Inniscommon junction is only about 800 meters. This is definitely the end of Hamilton's Western Rail Trail, as we have reached Kahitatia Drive. Bye! Stay tuned for our next video, which will be a tour of Hamilton Lake Domain.